What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back to you guys with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing what is Google Business Profile Manager and where did Google My Business go, for those of you that have been kind of out of the loop, and how you can use this to scale your business and grow it very, very quickly. So this is going to help specifically anybody that has either a storefront, a restaurant, service business, like pest control, plumbers, even like lawyers, just any business that is going to have a specific Google Map location. We're not talking about Google search. If you go in, for example, and type in plumber near me, you'll see a list pop up. So first you have the Google local service, these are ads essentially, and then, more ads. And then down here you have plumbers, that are popping up near you. This is the Google Map Pack. This is what we are going to be talking about today. And then of course, right below that, you have links, with like Yelp and all these other, this is where quote unquote website SEO would be, coming into play. What we're talking about specifically is popping up within this map pack here. So keep that in mind with this video. And when it comes to Google Business Profile Manager, you have two ways of accessing this. You can access this through Google Maps, which you can do on your phone, of course, or you can do Google Search as well. Both you can do on your phone, both you can do on your laptop. I tend to use Google Maps on my phone the most, and then I tend to use Google Search the most when I'm on like my laptop, that kind of thing. So usually what we'll do is we'll just keep this like this. We'll click the drop down, and you can see you can literally do everything when it comes to your business. Now, if your business is not already on Google Business, on Google in general, in terms of having a specific pin drop for on the map pack, then what you're going to have to do first is go into Google Maps. There'll be a little button immediately that says, claim your business. They're always looking for people to add their business on Google, of course. They make it very easy to do. Outside of the fact that, if you don't have a location already verified, usually they'll send you a postcard in the mail, and then you have to enter in that PIN code. Sometimes it can take a week or so. Sometimes it get lost, all that type of stuff. Sometimes, businesses get suspended for no reason out of the blue. It can be a headache, but they do make it, generally speaking, very easy to get your profile up and going. So we're assuming you already have that profile up and going. From here, you can go in here and edit your profile, edit your business name, your category, which category is very, very important. Probably important enough where I can do a video on that in the future. But you definitely want to make sure you have your primary category right, followed by, if you have a secondary category. For the longest, I even just had pest control service on here. I didn't have animal control at all, and I was wondering, why am I not getting any rodent calls in my industry? Well, as soon as I put animal control service on here, boom, started getting like 1 to 2 calls a week, and of course that's scaled as we've grown our presence in both of our locations. So that is very, very important to get right. And if you're a seasonal business, you might even want to switch these. I've even debated, now that we're cooling off here in Dallas finally in January, I've debated switching mine from pest control being primary to animal control primary, and then switching them back in the spring. I'll let you guys know in Discord if I end up doing that and how it works. I'm debating doing it with like one location and just seeing kind of how the other performs in reference. And then of course you have your description, which I call the keyword stuffer. Of course you want it all to flow right, make sense, all of that. Here we list our services, the cities, all that type of stuff that we have. I forget how many characters you can use, but definitely, use as much as you can. And then of course all your different phone numbers, your website. My website looks a little different here because we use another platform to track all of our leads and calls and all of that. That's what all this junk is at the end. But assuming you don't have any of that for marketing purposes, you can just put your website, of course, and you're good to go. Address of the business. And then of course your service area with all the different towns and whatnot you live in, your hours. It says Google updated my hours, so I need to make sure they didn't mess it up. Yeah, I'll accept it and I'll just move on later. That's another thing. Google likes to see that you're constantly, checking in on this kind of stuff. That way they know you're active on this profile as well. And then of course you can read your reviews. which is very important. Have no idea how we're at 4.9. They're all 5s, but you know, whatever is what it is. And then of course you get more reviews. I highly suggest everybody use the get more reviews button. Generate that code that you can literally copy, send to customers, plug it in your Gorilla Desk, of course, where it'll auto go out. Get the chat alerts via text. I've already set that up. Some of this Google will have as if you haven't done it already. Don't pay attention to it. It's not a big deal. Q&A, this is another keyword stuffing opportunity. I went in here with my wife's profile and asked a bunch of questions. And again, you can use this just to, you know, essentially keyword stuff with your answers. Add photos, that's very, very important. Go in there and add photos on a regular basis. Make sure you have a logo, a cover photo, all of that good stuff. You just want to make sure all of this is as filled out as possible. You can see here we have services. You know, you want to fill out the services with, you know, again, just a keyword stuffing opportunity. Want it to make sense. However, Google, you know, can sense the BS, as we've talked about. I even have some here that I need to get to updating because, you know, like I said, Google will add some of these from time to time on your own. We don't do yard treatment, so I have to get that removed. But Google is actively listening to the phone calls and looking at your post and all of that, and they will add services on here frequently. So you need to take advantage of that in keyword stuff. So you'll show up underneath, you know, all the search terms that you want to show. And then of course you can pull up your overall performance. This is our location that doesn't really give us very much activity at all. I've even been debating, you know, just dropping this altogether. You can see here in terms of website activity, we haven't gotten very many, you know, website hits from this location at all. The calls are, you know, very minimal. December, we didn't, I mean, that's kind of a lie. We did get 2 because I remember quoting a couple jobs, but as you can see, this location is getting us very minimal results, surprisingly, after almost a year. So we are debating possibly shutting this down. It's a very tough decision. It doesn't cost us a lot of money at all to keep this location. Is the only reason I'm debating just keeping it. So we'll see. We'll see when that time comes. But yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, yeah, of course, we have the add update where these are very important. You know, you have 1,500 characters where you can keyword stuff like crazy. This is what I was talking about in the previous video, which if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I'll probably link it somewhere at some point in the video if I haven't already. You definitely want to, you know, go in here, fill out, you know, little updates. This is where you can keyword stuff like crazy. You can link to, you know, your blog posts, any deals that you have going on. If you want customers to call, you can give them a number to call with a button. Make your little post with a photo that catches their eye. An example of this, we can scroll down here. You can see I have posts where, you know, some of these aren't very good. In all honesty, these are ones that like I made when I first got started using Canva. Like that looks awful in all honesty, but yeah, you want to use these just to catch people's eyes. You can see I'm posting every single day on here. I have it to where I have a post scheduler called Lumily that I'll be doing another video for you all here shortly. That makes this all super easy. You can have it where it's just auto posting for you. Obviously you still have to make the post, and that's where ChatGPT can come in and help you out, which I'll probably do another video on, just walking you all through that. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's very straightforward. The main thing is, the most important things when it comes to your Google business profile is posting these updates and getting reviews. I cannot stress enough, you should be aiming for at least 1 review a week at the minimum. Now, of course, there might be some weeks, especially when you're new and starting out, where you're just not gonna have enough customers to, you know, necessarily get a review every day, every week, but you need to be aiming for at least 52 reviews a year at the bare minimum, and that's when you're getting started. As you can see, this profile we have here only has 27 reviews. That's not ideal. However, we are trying to balance reviews across both of our pages. As we continue to scale up, this is going to be much easier. Within our first 2 years, we're over 100 reviews, so we are kind of at that 1 review a week standard. But I notice our other profile, which tends to get sometimes like multiple reviews a day, that profile, even though it's in a less population dense area, it's getting about 20 times the activity this page is getting. So I can tell just from that alone, reviews are everything. It doesn't even matter if they're, you know, all 5 stars. Obviously more 5 stars the better. We have nothing but 5s. Apparently we have a 4 hiding somewhere, but on this page specifically. But review velocity is the biggest thing when it comes to Google. And then of course, keeping everything updated here, and then having a couple products listed. And then lastly, of course, you know, posting on a regular basis. You don't necessarily have to post every day, but I suggest, you know, if you can't afford a post schedule or anything like that, at least just get in the habit of once a week, on a weekend, something when you have some downtime. Once a week, make it the same day, same time every week. Sit down, pump a post out real quick, and just, you know, keep it moving essentially. And you can copy and paste these and use it for your other social media marketing as well. So hopefully you did learn a lot of information briefly from this video. Trying to make these videos, you know, fast and furious for you all. You can see all of our different stuff we're popping up under in the search for our company, of course. But hopefully you guys did learn a lot from the video. Again, trying to keep them shorter, fast and furious for you all, get straight to the point and keep it moving. If you did enjoy the video and learned anything, definitely make sure to hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate that immensely. And if there's anything you think I might have left out, you have any questions or anything, just shout it out in the chat below. And I'll in the comments, down below, and I'll get to it ASAP. It usually lets me know. Sometimes it doesn't whenever you all comment. So just shout it out in the comments below and I'll let you know. Or of course you can join our totally free Discord group chat, which will be down in the description box as I mentioned previously. But until next time guys, keep on going out there, making your money, hustling and investing your money, growing that money and giving your family the life you all deserve. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy guys.